Today is Holy Thursday or Maundy Thursday. After Jesus had the Last Supper with his disciples, where he passed the cup and said, "This is my blood shed for you. Drink in remembrance of me. This is my body in the bread broken for you. Take and eat in remembrance of me." He then led them to the garden. He left the majority of the disciples in one place and then asked Peter, James, and John to come to a place of prayer with him in the Garden of Gethsemane. And we read about that in Matthew chapter 26. It says, "Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane. And he said to them, 'Sir, sit here while I go there and pray.' He took Peter and the two sons of Zebedee along with him, and he began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then he said to them, 'My soul is overwhelmed, sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me.' Going a little farther, he fell with his face to the ground and prayed, 'My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will.' Then he returned to the disciples and found them sleeping. 'Couldn't you men keep watch with me for an hour?' he asked Peter. 'Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.' He went away a second time and prayed, 'My Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away from me unless I drink it, may your will be done.' When he came back, he again found them sleeping because their eyes were heavy. So he left them and went away once more and prayed the third time, saying the same thing. Then he returned to the disciples and said to them, 'Are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come for the Son of Man to be delivered into the hands of the sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer.'" In a lot of ways, I think it is reasonable to say that Jesus did what he did on the cross to save us and the world from the effect of sin by doing what he did in the Garden of Gethsemane. It was in the garden during that time of prayer with the Father where Jesus determined that it would be his Father's will, not his own, that would be done. I think sometimes we take for granted how difficult of a decision this was for Christ. Revealing his humanity. He shows us what it's like to truly be human. He was not a superhuman. He was human, just like we are. The only difference between him and us is that he did not sin. And he struggled with the weight of knowing that the sin of the world would be on him. And in that sin, he and the Father would be separated. That he would experience the full weight of what our sin does to us individually and collectively. It would all be on him. And in the garden, he teaches us that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Man, that resonates with me, doesn't it you? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And yet Jesus shows us the way. He shows us the way to trust the Father more than we trust our own instincts, more than we trust our own desires, more than we trust our own appetites, more than we trust our own demands. And in so doing, in that night of prayer, he determined that he would resign himself to this cross so that you and I and anyone who would believe in him might be saved. So as you go through Holy Thursday, I invite you just to think on that. The spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. What does that mean to you today? What does God want you and me to hear in that today? Think on that. Pray on that today.